Ever wonder what the FGC really thinks? I lugged this 30-pound golden toilet through the San Jose Convention Center, giving fighters a royal throne to drop their hottest takes.
I don't care about your hand problems.
Smash Bros peaked at Brawl.
Latinas are us. That's a crazy shirt to do.
The show is shit.
From ridiculous to revolutionary, when gamers sit on the golden throne, the real truth comes out. This is Takes.
Hey man, what's your name?
Jackzilla. Armada's a little overrated.
You waited until you retired to say that?
No, I was saying it when he was alive. I wasn't as good at saying it. I hadn't practiced. It took me like 6 years of practicing this to find the exact delicate way I could explain it without pissing everybody off. The way that people fawn over his win rate at events is specifically the thing I take a little issue with, because I think there's a huge selection bias in that he only came to tournaments with like the intent to win and traveled far, and it was always like all in. Whereas if you have Armada live in SoCal all those years, I think he wins more events than he did in our prime timeline, but he has a lower win rate. Because I think if other people get at-bats against him, they start to play a lot better versus Peach. He gets chased off of Peach onto Fox maybe a little bit sooner, and his Fox was never in the same like class to me as his Peach in terms of win rate at majors. Like a lot of his win rate is dominated by Peach gameplay.
Hey friend, what's your name?
My name is Jackson Hunt. If you are an adult above 20 without kids, you should not be allowed in Disneyland.
What do you have against Disney adults?
I just think they're weird, man. What are you doing there? You know, like go build a house, go hang out with like a dog. I feel like Disneyland is a heaven for kids. And so being an adult there, I think you take away from the vibe.
What about letting people enjoy things? Like what if you're just like, what are you doing like as a 30-year-old playing video games still? Like go get a 401k Roth IRA, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're kind of based, honestly.
Jake, come debate this guy. Are you pro-Disney adult or anti-Disney
I
adult?
am so anti, you don't even want to know. You should be above this age to not go to Disney.
Okay, wait. Look at me in the eyes. You've met me and my girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
We don't have kids. I'm 30. What was your name again? Sorry.
I'm JP.
JP, nice to meet you. What is your take?
Now this trick is like the new, can you walk the dog? People ask you to walk the dog. They ask you if you can do this trick.
I feel like social media like overhypes a lot of things.
I think so. It's like when your favorite song gets played a lot on the radio and then you hear it like 1 million times. And it's like, man, this song sucks now.
That's how Imagine Dragons got a negative sentiment online. I don't really with them, but like maybe it's because of social media.
I think so too, yeah.
What is your take?
I think Luigi's Mansion is better than Super Mario Sunshine. I know a lot of people out there probably don't agree with that. Super Mario Sunshine, great game, but I think the aesthetic of being in a haunted mansion and then piloting somebody who just canonically is a very scared person, I think it's cool. Super Mario Sunshine feels very on brand for Mario. It's very like, hey, let's get it, let's do it. But you know, you go to a place like Dave & Buster's and they have like the Luigi's Mansion machine where you can like actually get into the arcade experience and hold the poltergust. That right there kind of solidified it for me. It craps, or I guess it's all over Super Mario Sunshine for me.
I think my shit take is that not enough people play rhythm games purely for fun. They take it way too seriously. They get way too mad. I just think that they should play it purely for fun and love of the game.
Well, a famous prophet once said, if you don't get mad when you lose, you've lost twice. Shout out to Ninja.
I think it's wrong. I think the only win that you can have is in your heart.
Hey man, what's your name?
My name is Jeff. I also go by Juber. My take is that we do not need a new Smash game.
Ultimate is where we plateau?
Yeah, what are we going to do? Add more anime characters?
What if Nintendo took things into VR? Like we actually like box each other? We actually wave dash IRL?
Nintendo hasn't made a good decision since like 2016.
I feel like your take is not that I feel like it's relatively reasonable.
The show is shit, so.
Let's go.
I think Smash Bros peaked at Brawl.
Why would you say something so controversial yet brave?
I think Smash 4 was a little bit of a tragedy. I think if custom stayed legal, it would have been sick as hell. But the way they tried to bring combos back and they tried to make it somewhat faster than Brawl, they just dropped the ball. They could not replicate what they did with Melee, and they shouldn't keep trying.
So it's for people to sit and give their takes, and then in exchange, you can get an Olipop because they support digestive health. What the f are you doing, man? You're not supposed to do that. So you don't have a shit take. You agree with everyone in the world.
Well, actually, no. I'm a big hater, and you can't be a hater when you drink Olipop.
I don't don't get paid enough for this.
What's your shit take?
If you in the box, you're just at the game. It's just another tool to play the game. It doesn't magically make you amazing at the game. Just another way to input controls. You still got to beat the player. I actually almost had carpal tunnel syndrome. I used to play on the arcade stick, and I play a lot of like rhythm games where you got to hold the bar. And when I switched to the box, it actually reversed it, and I got better. Now I can still play. And so thanks to the box, I'm actually still able to play the games I love.
Take that I have. I don't care about your hand problems. If you have a hand problem, you can play a different game. This game is supposed to be played on a GameCube controller that's supposed to hurt your hands. That's what we've been doing for the last, 20 years? Why do you need to change it out? Because, oh, my hands, owie. I've been playing this game for 10 years and my hands hurt, but I'm still sticking it through. Like, what's the point?
So real for that.
People should not be stigmatized for their controllers.
What's in your hands right there?
It's a blend between the analog controller, the OEM controller, or a fob controller, and it plugs into this, and then there's like a USB-C to a GameCube cable, and then you have your other buttons as digital inputs.
Did you make this yourself, or did you get it from Spark?
Not from Spark, but it is kind of the same vibe. Shout out to the Philippines. Philippines!
Port priority should be decided with a match of Yu-Gi-Oh! So port priority gives you an extra frame of either grabbing or an attack going through in some situations, depending on your opponent's port, your own port. But most importantly, it gives you shield color, and we need to make sure that our shield colors match our fit, because if they don't match our fits, we are f***ing up people.
Legalize wobbling against Peach, Puff, Luigi, any floaty.
Wobbling, kinda cool.
Slippy should require a webcam. You're gonna chain grab me or get me at 0. I want you to look at my eyes when you do that. You know, we lose our humanity when we just play soulless, faceless Melee, and people go for the lame stuff online. If you're gonna camp me, get me, whatever, I want you to know who you're doing it to.
My take is people are jawing about overpowered or over-centralized strategies. They just need to get better at clutching it.
So why should fighting game players take accountability for their own actions?
When you put it like that, because you get better and then you get more W. Even though it's nice to have the pity party, I get it. But winning is also really nice. I think especially with Slippy, we're super deep into the John sphere.
So there's been a whole different wave of kids coming in to the scene. Like you have your Doc kids, you have your Slippy kids. What do you think the next wave of Melee players is? I'm gonna take off my jacket too. Can you hold this for a sec?
Latinas are us. That's a crazy shirt to do.
What is your name, young man?
OG Kid.
What's your take?
More than half of the cast is viable. I mean, as the game is progressing, we see DKs, we see pretty much a whole wide range. I think there's still a lot of room that can be pushed. I see a lot of Game & Watch mains coming up. I see a lot of Luigi's. Rap Monster, I absolutely love his Luigi. There's just a lot more that can be done with even the higher tier characters. All the stigmatism behind Fox is the most dominant person in the game. Behind all the stigmatism of there's only 2 viable characters. There's all these hidden bosses that are playing Kirby or Game & Watch or whatever might have you, and they're making legitimate cases for the character to be good since there's just beating people.
That was actually like extremely reasonable.
No one's ready for the truth.
You want to have a seat on the...
I'll trade you.
Yeah?
You want to try and freestyle for me?
My girl hit me up, she said she wanna smash. I had to hop over, I hit the wave dash. Didn't have no money, didn't have no cash.
What is your take?
Bowser is the best character in Melee. Hands down. He just gets money. I don't know what to tell you.
I know so many people in the FGC that they're just like, I play this character because she's cute. And that's all I really care about. Or people who drop in and they're just like, that big burly son of a bitch right there, that's my dog. I want to play them. Play whoever you think is fun.
I'm sick of getting spiked by Falcos and spiked by Marths. I'm sick of Fox having a crazy long up B angle. I'm sick of all of the things that are literally just fixed in PAL, which is a much more balanced version. And I can't believe that nobody agrees with me when I say this.
So why is Peach Puff 50-50?
It's a lot of neutral, very neutral heavy in my opinion. We clearly saw with Triff and Hungrybox, most of the time they were pretty even. A lot of people say Puff wins like 90-10, but I'm always the one that says it's 50-50.
What is your
shit take.
In all honesty, Steve is only hated considering that character has the best type of frame data, has the best type of technicalities, at the same time has the most insane matchup spread to where the character looks like it will win almost any matchup besides Sonic.
Thank you for your actually reasonable take.
People tend to hate on things because they don't like it rather than actually having a reasonable conversation to argue about it.
I'm glad we had that reasonable conversation today.
Steve in Ultimate is great for the game because it makes Ultimate players unhappy.
Why do you think Ultimate players should be unhappy?
A lot of them are very young. I think that children, as a part of their upbringing, I'm of the belief that a hard childhood leads to better people.
It definitely makes funnier people. I'm not speaking from experience. My parents were great to me. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say I am speaking from experience. I'm hilarious.
I notice I'm somewhat polarizing in the community. You know, the tournament results speak for themselves. Despite all the balance patches, I'm still consistently strong, and I'm just going to say this isn't bad for someone who spends his time punching trees.
Well, that's all the takes we can handle for today. If you enjoyed these Golden Throne confessions, smash that like button and subscribe to catch our next compilation. Drop your own takes in the comments below, and remember, everyone's got opinions, but only the bravest share them on the takes toilet. See you next time.